Our subject today, as chosen by our Board of Selection, is the Negro in sports, a field of achievement in which our people are outstanding. Our guest today is that great figure in the world of sports, the only man to hold 5 world's records in track at one time, Jesse Owens. Jesse, what do you remember as the greatest sports triumph of your career?
Well, Mr. Barnett, I think it came in 1936 when I won 4 events in the Olympic Games in Berlin.
Didn't the Nazis snub you then?
Yes, I was about to tell you that, and to further tell you that almost the greatest thrill came in 1951 when I went by to the same stadium, and to find that the German people did not feel that way at all, because 75,000 turned out to see a basketball game and yours truly perform.
I believe that experience of yours helped to unite us all against the Nazi menace.
Well, Mr. Barnett, I agree with you on that.
Jesse, what do you say we do a roundup of some of the great sportsmen of the past and present, especially in track?
Fine. I could talk all day on that. Our men and women probably have contributed more champions to track and field than any other sport.
We have a surprise for you, Jesse. Our first scenes show you in those 1936 Olympics, which you've just described.
It's the 1936 Olympic Games, the place Berlin. Jesse Owens leads off for the United States in the quarter-mile relay. He's after his 4th Olympic crown. Has already won 2 dashes and the broad jump. Owens hands off to Ralph Metcalf as the Americans run the fastest quarter-mile ever run by man. Another great track star, the hurdler Harrison Dillard. This peerless timber topper is also an Olympic title holder and a consistent winner of national honors. Still another star of the cinder paths, Mal Whitfield, number 2. Here, the 800-meter Olympic king is shown racing in Japan while on a goodwill tour as a member of the United States Army. On the Destiv side, there's little doubt about the outstanding female track athlete. It's Mary McNabb, the 17-year-old freshman from Tuskegee Institute. Under the tutelage of Coach Peters, Mary has won all possible honors and is the present holder of the world's record for the 60-yard dash. Organized baseball hasn't had a Negro player since 1884 when Moses Walker was with Toledo. But 63 years later, in 1947, Jackie Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers and blasted his way to stardom. He's paved the way for many others. Don Newcomb, Dodger pitching ace, now in the Army. Roy Campanella on the left, the National League's most valuable player in 1951, seen here with Larry Doby, Newcomb, and Robinson. Monty Irvin, Artie Wilson, Henry Thompson, and Ray Noble of the New York Giants, all of whose games are sponsored on radio and television by Chesterfields. Thompson, along with Willie Mays and Irvin, comprised the first all-Negro outfield to play in a World Series. Larry Doby, hard-hitting outfielder of the Cleveland Indians, the first of his race to play in the American League. Another important member of the tribe is Luke Easter, slugging purse sacker. Participation in other sports where not everyone makes headlines. Figure skating is one of the most difficult, but a skilled performance like this is rewarding to audience and skater. It doesn't cost much to enter the soapbox derby. All you need is an old orange crate, 4 wheels, and a lot of luck. But to these kids, this race is more important than the Indianapolis Speedway Classic. And from the size of the turnout, a lot of others think so too. Tennis is a game that originated in the courts of Europe and was once only played by royalty. Today, millions of Americans play it, and many members of the race take part in the big tournaments around the world. Jockey Hosey Richardson is booting home winners on the racetracks. He carries on the great tradition of Isaac Murphy, who won 3 Kentucky Derbies before the turn of the century. Here's one of the toughest sports of them all, the rodeo. This rough-riding steer wrangle is guaranteed to improve the circulation. Perhaps the best method of staying aboard these skybusters is a liberal application of glue. But these critters are so ornery that even the best riders spend more time on the ground than in the saddle. Basketball is the most popular spectator sport in the nation. It's a game that calls for quickness, accuracy, and most important of all, teamwork. The collegiate brand has produced far too many stars to name here. But in the professional ranks, there's one team that's particularly outstanding, the Harlem Globetrotters. This unique organization, composed of some of basketball's most practiced performers, has lived up to its name. They've toured to the far corners of the world and amused millions with their unbelievable brand of ball handling. Watch now as Marquis Haynes demonstrates his specialty of trick dribbling. His rapid-fire court tactics constantly bewilder opponents, but invariably provide fun for onlookers. Goose Tatum on the right, a key player on the Harlem Globetrotters, champions of the basketball court.
Yes, that's some outfit, Jesse.
Every man's a champion, Mr. Barnett, and everyone's a credit to our people.
People respect a real champion. Let's see some champs in other sports.
Boxing has produced many champions. From the cradle of champions, the Golden Gloves, came the greatest of them all, Joe Louis. He held the heavyweight crown for 13 years. Now Joe's an official of the International Boxing Club, and here helps to sign two who succeeded him as champ, Jersey Joe Walcott and Ezzard Charles. King of the lightweights, Kid Gavilan. He came out of Cuba and cut down all opposition with a great ring technique and his famous bolo punch. Pound for pound, the greatest fighter of our day. That's what the boxing experts say about welterweight champ Sugar Ray Robinson. Gridiron greats, Duke Slater of the University of Iowa, one of the first Negro All-Americans. He's now a Chicago judge, but he's still active as a rooter. Here, North Carolina Agriculture and Technical plays North Carolina College. Another ex-All-American, Coach Matty Bell, guides the fortunes of the A&T football team. As these teams battle at Durham, the home of Chesterfield cigarettes, 15,000 rabid rooters get fun and excitement from this sports spectacle. Sparkling Buddy Young, track ace and All-American at the University of Illinois. He's continuing his amazing exploits as one of the brightest stars of professional football. Look at him go!
These are real champions and real men.
And it helps to show that sports mean more than just fun. They mean sportsmanship and character building. The sort of character which you showed as a champion, Jesse.